And with that collection, work is done for the day. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. First time out solo in the van, so I thought I'd bring you along, although I didn't get too much because it's been absolutely chaotic. Not that it should be, because there is an overtime ban at the minute, meaning we can't go over our hours. So I've tried to rush to get things done, but then also I don't really need to rush to get things done because we've had to fail a lot of things, unfortunately. It's also been a bit strange being back in a manual vehicle. I'm used to automatics for the last 6-7 months, so the left knee is feeling a bit funny with all the stop-start of the clutch. Hopefully on the drive to the gym it gets a bit of rest and it can ease out and doesn't cause an issue during the session. But body's feeling good, so ready to get on with another week of training. Currently 6 weeks out. At the end of this, when you see this video, we will be 5 weeks out. So yeah, let's get back to work, swap cars, and then get to training. Well, that mid-afternoon coffee is done exactly what I expected. It's got the heart rate going, got me sweating, but it's still got me feeling rather tired. But body feels good, it's just the head that feels tired, like behind the eyes. So I'm trying to ignore that because the body's feeling fresh and ready for today's 2 25-minute AMRAPs. Aiming for, I think, 4 to 5 rounds in each, taking it nice and steady. The first one is 400-meter run, 20 down-ups, 30 calorie row, and then 30 step-ups to a 24-inch box, which you'll probably see is very high for someone of my height. I'm only 5'7", 5'8" on a good day. 5 minutes rest into another 25-minute AMRAP, 400-meter run, 20 kettlebell swings, 30 calorie row, and 30 air squats, which I've said last week I struggled with. So that's just a great start to the week. 2 movements I struggle with, but it should be good. 4 to 5 rounds of each, and then some nice accessory work. Actually some dumbbell bench, which I'm looking forward to. So the thoughts are actually to get me through these AMRAPs. Just as I predicted, that coffee did give me up last night. It took me a long while to settle, so I'm feeling rather tired today. Also, I need to learn to not go so hard on a Monday when I'm feeling fresh, because my body is feeling rather sore, particularly the quads, hamstrings, pretty much all of my legs, which is going to be fun for today's interval session. It's kind of a build on last week, doing 4 lots of 6 minutes at a threshold pace. So roughly about the same time, 25 to 30 minutes, which to me doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're in the session, I think it's enough. Like I say, I'm trusting the program, and then I've got a couple of hours between, and then it will be off to football, which again will be another 5 to 6k intervals. But first, let's go and get this one done, get warm, get out for this, and hopefully it's a good one. Sometimes I think when I see them on paper, those running sessions aren't enough, but then I need to remind myself that I'm on my feet all day, and once I'm in the session, they are more than enough. Also, I'm playing football later, so basically a double session or a very long interval session split across a couple of hours. But that was some very strong thresholds, averaging like 1.29, we'll call it 1.3. I think around 1.29, 1.28, 1.29, 1.3. So yeah, probably 1.29 kilometers each interval. So they all felt pretty good, but I could tell it was going to be a good session from the one run. I always run a mile mainly because it gets me over the main roads and up the hill, a little bit of a hill, and then just round the corner to where I always start my runs. It's a good little one to get the legs going. But right now I'm gonna eat some food, stretch the legs, keep them warm. I can always feel my legs getting a little bit stiff. Maybe put the heating on just to stay warm, and then off to football for some running around like headless chicken for an hour. Fun. Oh my days. I don't think I've ever been this tired in a long time. Football completely wiped out my legs and body. I think that came out with the session before, just absolutely done them in, hamstrings, quads and glutes. I just felt heavy and tired for the last almost 2 days. Yesterday was a rest day. Didn't go up to much besides during Odin's evening walk, I managed to get us locked in the park. Went to the park at around 5:30, shut at 6, and literally within 5 minutes I hear a gate sort of close behind me, and as I'm walking through I realise the other gate's shut. Run back to that one, that's shut. Run to the far one, shut, and the other two both shut. And literally as I was walking in, I was like, oh, imagine if you get locked in this park. But I managed to ring the council, get freed, and the fellow was dead apologetic because he shut the park 20 minutes early than he should have. So I think he was panicking and fretting a bit. Owen was loving it because he got to run round a bit more than normal as evening walk. Normally we just walk instead of run because it's too dark. But anyway, off to do a strength session now, try and flush out these legs. It's been a good week so far, so I'm not going to try and do myself in more in this session, but I'm just going to take things easy and hope during the warm-up the legs flush themselves out. To be honest, I was very close to giving up on the strength portion of this program or just skipping it entirely because it is pause deadlifts, which I've not done deadlifts for, I don't know, well over 2 months. I was ill when it was programmed last time. I just didn't repeat that session. Also, I'm not focused on strength now. I'm almost tempted to pack all the strength work in all together until after Vienna, but I decided to do them today just to keep chain movement and not get too disheartened by the weight on the bar. Well, I was feeling alright with the pause of the knee, but I just don't see how we can progress deadlifting fortnightly, and it's always varying reps and intensity. Like today's 6 doubles, previous times like 3 sets of 8. Similar to when I did, I think it was comp train when it was free back in the day. I struggled with that because it was only strength work, sort of very periodically, and I need that sort of structured, consistent strength work. But when you get through these, it's 6 sets of 2, not 5 sets. I've got the app open there. But I'm going to do them now, try and get through them nice and quick, so nothing too heavy. Just try to find a weight that feels good, probably, 130, 140, so it's 120 moves. And then onto the conditioning work, which I'm looking forward to. And I was thinking of adding more rounds, but I'm just going to stick with this there because I am pretty tired. Decided to stick with 130 for these 6 sets of 2, similar to last week's squats. It's very frustrating that this used to be a warm-up weight, is now a working weight, so it just shows how much strength I've lost, but didn't think about it too much. Still felt pretty strong despite the fatigue in my hamstrings. Now going to the conditioning, just kept them at 3 rounds, and the goal was to get, well, the score was however many reps I could get, which I managed 110 in the first round, which was 3 full rounds plus the lunges, 108 in the second, and then 105 in the third. I quite enjoyed this one. It was 3 fairly comfortable movements, although the wall balls were a bit miserable because the ball's an odd shape, it's like oval, so I kept going to either side as I threw it, so I had to adjust. And looking at these, I am just about hitting depth because my hips are very tight, so that's something I definitely need to work on before Vienna. But nice and short session. I think I was in and out within an hour. I feel these midweek sessions are starting to become a little bit, but it's a bit of a meh session because well, that's last couple of weeks anyway. I've been very fatigued from the previous 2 sessions in football, and then because it's the strength session I ended up overthinking it too much because I've not done that movement for 2 weeks. and then I don't hit what I want or what I think I should be able to hit, and then I just end up getting frustrated and just turns into a bit of a rubbish session. Doesn't feel like I've gained anything from it. I've just gone there, got frustrated, got a sweat on, and then left and not feel like I've done much. And also I think I'm just thinking too much about what next, how I'm going to program for myself, and looking forward to that. What I might even do is have these sessions as my own session, kind of just do what I want and then still follow the program around it, because it's been a good session, but the way I always like to train and have trained, it's not quite my sort of style and structure, but it's given me good tips to pick up and get back to doing my own thing after Vienna. But still, I'm going to follow it through for the next 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks, and then from there it'll be off to do my own thing, which I am very excited about. I'm also excited to eat this big bowl of pasta with bolognese and tons of parmesan, and just get ready to go do it again tomorrow. So bon appetit, and I'm going to go and enjoy this time, probably watch that Dune, or start watching that Dune series on Amazon, or I'll find it somewhere. Yesterday's session definitely stuck on me because my legs were absolutely done in by the time I went to bed last night, and I was absolutely exhausted. As soon as I hit the pillow, I was out and struggled to get up this morning. And I've also had, if you can't tell, an extra espresso this afternoon, which is why I'm already sweating. I'm itching to go. I've had an extra scoop of beta alanine as well, so everything's a bit tingly because today's a bit of a rush session again. The class starts at 5, so I've got 50 minutes to get this done, which hopefully I'll get it done in 40 minutes. Even some time to film, unless I just film these. Now I took the SIM card, memory card out of the drone control and put it in the DJI, and there's like 6 hours plus of recording, although I'm not sure, or memory for recording. I'm not sure how long it can stay on for. But today's session should be a 2K buy-in, but I'm gonna switch it up and do 1K in, 1K out, and it's 10 rounds, 10 meter sled push, 10 burpee, rest 5 minutes, and then again it should be 2K buy-in. I'm gonna do 1K buy-in, 1K buy out. Between that is 10 rounds of 10 cal ski or 100 meter ski and 10 meter or 20 meter farmer's carry. I've forgotten already, but it's on my phone, so ain't nothing to it but to do it. In hindsight, I should have kept this at 2K because I started out way too quick for the first 1K, finishing in around 4:54-ish, which meant the first rounds of the sled and burpees were pretty tough, but going back and forth between the burpees and sled push kept me pretty fresh because I was doing one. I felt recovered in time for the other, if that makes sense. Like, legs were tired after the push, but upper body was fresh for the burpees and vice versa. I did try and time-lapse this, but it filmed. The software I used to edit doesn't like some of these files, especially the larger ones. I've been battling all weekend to get this done, but I surprised myself with these. I could just go straight into each round with minimal rest, so that towards the end I was resting a couple of seconds on the floor for each burpee, but I got all 10 rounds done in around 15 minutes. But going into that second 1K run, my legs were absolute jelly, but got it done in just a little over 5 minutes. But definitely if I do this again, I'll just keep it as the 2K with 5 minutes rest before going to part 2 again. First 1K felt pretty decent after a little rest into the 10 rounds of ski and farmer's carry. Now the ski is probably my strongest erg, so it felt pretty comfortable. Each 200 was taking around 30 to 40 seconds, and then the farmers, because I couldn't really take chalk away, they were really tough on the hands because my hands just poured with sweat. I've got my wrist wraps that I only have wrist bands, but I managed to do each one unbroken, which got pretty tough towards the end on the lats and traps, going from those to the ski, but again got done around 15 minutes before finishing with a final 1K run, and then did some accessory but didn't film it because I just wanted to get home, eat and rest. slightly annoyed with myself for this run. There's two things I wanted to do. Firstly was run with some water, which I've got. I remember to put the water pouch back in after a very thorough wash. And second, which I've forgotten, is I bought a magnetic nasal strip. Now sometimes I remember I run with just a basic stick on one, because I sweat that much, they end up just falling off and just not being as effective, because when I run, I don't know about anyone else, but my nose tends to run an awful lot and get blocked up. Whereas when I run with a strip on, there's not much of an issue. Doesn't get affects performance that much, but just make you feel like I can breathe much more and get a bit more oxygen in the nose, rather than having to be disgusting and blow out each time, which is something I hate doing, but it is what it is. Today's nothing crazy, pretty similar to last week, around 12k. I was going to maybe push to 15, but we'll see how I feel towards the end, because running and training's already increased this week. I don't want to increase it too much overall on last week, but we are, what's that, 4k in, so third of the way down, 8k to go, maybe more. I may as well have ran that run with no headphones. Left these on charge all morning while I walked over them. Right one didn't charge, left one did, but because the left one's got, I think, a bit damaged, it's not as loud as the right one. So for about 3/4 of that run, because I was running on busy roads, I just couldn't hear anything. Although surprisingly, every time I checked the watch, I was running a bit faster during those times, so that's interesting. But I definitely need to look at getting a new pair. Frustrating really, because these were good, but it is what it is. And the nasal strips that I was going to wear, I thought I'd show you now, unless I forget. These are just a basic Amazon purchase. I may have bought the sizes too big, but this is what you get. There's the little attachments for it, and you get a little magnet connector that just connects onto them, place it onto your nose, and then you pick one of 4 sizes. Again, I think these are medium to large rather than small to medium, but just means a more open nose, and that'll sit on and keep the airways open. But even though I didn't use it today, that run was very good. It's a nice steady 13k. It's probably been the best week of training in a long time. It's just especially nice. I had the weekends off to be able to go out and do that. I've got next weekend off as well, but we're going to the Belfry, so it'll be interesting to see how I train. I don't want to take 3 days off when I'm so close to competition. Well, that's for future me to worry about. Some time now just to chill a bit. Brother is coming over with his wife, my sister-in-law. Brother and his wife with my niece, so it'll be nice to see them. Not seen them for about 2 weeks, and then just going to chill. Maybe Kelly and I are going to have some friends over to here, have a roast. Not seen them for a while, and then tomorrow chill, go for a roast, and then we're off to see Milton Jones in the evening. So nice weekend ahead. Just chill, relax, and then get ready to do it all again on Monday, because as of right now we are 5 weeks out and feeling pretty confident about it all. So catch you all in the next one. Peace.